Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to A Gathering Place. We're so excited today. We got a lot to talk about in a short amount of time, but we have a wonderful guest. See how fast I'm talking? Is that like normal? But that's all right, folks, because we're going to take our time, get a lot of information, sit down, grab a snack, or grab your dinner if you haven't finished dinner yet, because we have a lot to talk about with Miss Victoria Smalls. And we'll be right back after... Oh, I got to get there, folks, right? We'll be right back after this opening.
Hello, I'm Marilyn Hemingway, and welcome to A Gathering Place. I said, I'm stepping back because we have young voices who want to be heard, and they're moving on something.
Branding is really important to you and your business.
Even the basic type of technology, you learn it all.
And people are
Good question.
And we're back, folks, and let's jump right into it. And you know what to do. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the questions or comments section. And we have joining us today, Miss Victoria Smalls, Executive Director. Hi, good to see you. And love your background. Already told you that.
Thank you. I'm out in nature today.
And we are glad you are, because it's just calming me down too to see you sitting in front of that beautiful oak tree, and I think that's a fern behind you also.
Yeah.
And I spent a little time outside today.
It's beautiful outside.
So you've been traveling, so you're looking good. A lot of traveling that could kind of, wear you down. But Victoria, I got to tell you, you're looking good.
Thank you. So are you.
Well,
You always look good. Yeah, we took about 50 Gullah family members, community members, family members, on a delegation. Well, we didn't. We joined a delegation of Charlestonians and to Barbados to talk about the Carolina-Barbados connection, which is deep, 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 more than I ever realized. And I'm so happy to learn what I did while I was there.
Very good. I'm looking to learning more myself about Barbados. I believe I'm a Dunmore on my father's side, and the Dunmores are all for Barbados. So I'm looking.
I saw your name.
Yeah.
So Barbados has a wall of names. And Dunbar, I should have taken a picture for you. I will take a picture for you on the next time, or have you come with me.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
I have to learn some more about my family, so I would love to do that. But we got a lot of stuff coming up. I didn't finish it, but for those of you who don't know, Victoria Smalls is the Executive Director of the Gullah Geechee Cultural Heritage Corridor Commission, and there is something really exciting happening next Saturday, October 29th. And before we talk about it, I'm going to show a video. All right, so hold on one second here while I pull it up. And then we'll talk about it. Let me see, where am I here? Oh, there we go. There we go. All right.
Get ready for a Gullah Good Time at the inaugural Gullah Geechee Heritage Corridor celebration, October 29th at the Arsenal in Beaufort, South Carolina. Join us to celebrate Gullah Geechee history, art, and culture with live performances, book talks, arts and craft activities, and Gullah cuisine. We welcome Gullah art, Gullah music, a Gullah Good Time. Register now at GullahGeecheeCorridor.org.
All right. That was really cool. Love the music, by the way.
Yeah, a little Caribbean, Afrocentric, putting our African, our African connections in there somewhere. Liven it up. Get you ready for the festivities.
This looks like it's going to be a good time. You got a lot happening. So tell us what is happening.
Wow, so it's the Gullah Geechee Heritage Corridor celebration. It's our grand opening in Beaufort, South Carolina. The yellow building that you saw in our little video advertisement is the Arsenal. And that is where we are located, our offices, and where the festivities will take place. So we're really excited about being in Beaufort and just want to do a little showing off. And coming together as a family, number one, letting people know where we are, that you're welcome, and celebrate and uplift our cultural treasures, the people within our that are wow, doing the daily work of promoting our beautiful culture. So we're going to have everything from African drumming and dancing, definitely a libation ceremony with Queen Quet. We're going to have traditional Gullah Geechee ring shouters with the McIntosh County Shouters. We're going to have Gullah storytelling and performances. We've got the Gullah Traveling Theater, Gullah Kinfolk with Anita Singleton Prather. We've got Natasha Robinson, who is an amazing storyteller. Lots of music, lots of music. We got the Gullah rapper, Quentin Smalls. I hope we're related. I have no idea. Then we also have Mahogany, who is an amazing sound bird. She's going to be providing some amazing music and music that she has composed. She and her husband Andre have composed and worked on together that speak to the culture in a very beautiful and deep way. We got book talks. And the book talks, we're going to have one of the books is G for Gullah. We're going to have Gullah Days. And we're also going to have, Ron Days. He has 2 amazing books that have been recently released. So that's Ron Days as an author, Ebony Toussaint, Emery Campbell, Thomas Barnwell, and Carol Grant. Those are the authors. And lots of food. We're going to have some food trucks out there. What we did was ask Beaufort County to shut down Craven Street, where their arsenal is, so that we can have a street fair. And so we want people to come out. We want you to feel welcome. We want you to bring your folding chairs, because there'll be limited chairs that'll be out there. But you're going to be welcomed by the beat of the drum. You're going to be welcomed by the aromas of Gullah cuisine quaffing in the air, and just beautiful Gullah Geechee people. So I'm ready for it. I'm really excited.
I'm ready for it also. I'm excited.
You should be excited, because you're going to be there.
I am going to be there.
You're going to be joining us. So we asked for the street fair because we needed to have enough room to have our vendors. And so the vendors are going to be some that are going to be selling some items, but then mostly they're going to be information that we need to help just resource our communities. For example, the Gullah Geechee Chamber of Commerce, Gullah Geechee Nation will be there. Of course, the Gullah Geechee Corridor will have a table. We're going to have the Reconstruction Era National Historical Park, the Center for Heirs Property, Low Country Gullah, what Lawana Grave sellers, the food trucks. I'm hopefully, prayerfully Penn Center. They're really trying to make it out to celebrate with us. What else? I might be missing a few people because I'm so excited.
But that's why we come to find out. So
now we also had some free sweetgrass activities, art activities, and Adunka stamping activities. But what I understand is that registration is sold out. Wow. They were free, but everyone has already booked up. However, we got 5 slots for each session for people that walk up. So it's going to be really important for you to come to our information booth, the Gullah Geechee Corridors information booth, and sign up for the Adinkra stamp workshops and the sweetgrass workshops. And there's only going to be 5. So as soon as you get there, if you haven't signed up, please, please, please do that.
Very good. So it sounds exciting. I love the poster. It's just very colorful, very reflective of the community. And I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to being there. And I want to encourage everybody, you need to be there too, because this is the new office, and a whole bunch of folks who are doing the work in the community, folks and organizations are going to be there. And it just looks like we're just going to have a good time and good music, good folks.
And Erlen, I got to shout out one individual, Omari Addison. He's the person, the featured artist that put this amazing graphic together with the sweetgrass in the middle, with the fish coming out the side, the turtle to the right, the blue crab, and a shrimp. And he is a young college student, and we got to uplift our new emerging artists, and we're trying to do that in a great way with featuring Omari Addison's Woven Culture. That's the name of the piece.
Very good. Congratulations. And I look forward to seeing him. And at the end, we'll play the announcement again, because I just love it. It's just very reflective of who we are, and the music also. Our next subject we wanted to get into was, we recently experienced Hurricane Ian, and up here in Georgetown is where it made landfall, and we still have folks recovering from Hurricane Ian. But I want to congratulate the commission, because part of the work that the commission does, and that means Victoria and her staff, is addressing heirs property and also the natural disasters that impact heirs property. And you and your staff and the commission have come up with a plan with FEMA, and I'm going to pull that up while you tell us about it. So what's new? What is different now regarding, in particular, hurricanes, but natural disasters that impact the Gullah community?
So now, with our climate change that has happened, we're actually in a climate crisis. So things, natural disasters are going to look a lot different. Flooding is going to be more prevalent. And the Gullah Geechee corridor is right there front and center when it comes to, and of course the Gulf of Mexico as well. But the Gullah Geechee corridor is going to be a place that suffers greatly even if we do not get a direct hit. We have all of the erosion that takes place with the flooding that comes in, with the beach erosion, everything. And then also, along with the sea level rise that is happening, it's catastrophic for many of our communities. So FEMA held many community forums to get input from community members who are coming from disadvantaged areas. And that is one, Gullah Geechee corridor is that. And so they got a lot of input from people that own property, from heirs property owners. And what they found is that even with the recovery that FEMA has in place, there's still amazing amount of challenges are still mounting unabated for our communities when it comes to recovery. And then also just even preparation, evacuation, if you're able to evacuate. So the recovery process is something that we're partnering with FEMA, and it's to announce some major changes that have taken place within their guidelines and policies, specifically for heirs property owners. What that may look like is, because heirs property owners are multiple owners living on one plot of land, many of them do not have the deed to the land. So what FEMA has adjusted is that perhaps you don't need the deed to the land anymore. You will just need to be able to have a bill, a lease agreement, something, a light bill, electric bill, water bill, something that says that you lived here for this amount of time, you are living here. And so they want to be able to assist in a great way. Now, there's some things that are still the same, and sometimes people will get a rejection letter. But one thing I want to caution people on is, even if they get a letter of rejection, that is just stating really that you have some more documents that you need to turn in. So don't take that word rejection as the final answer, because it may not be. And that's what I learned when we went into our community forums, is that if you need help, reach out to the Gullah Geechee corridor, reach out to the Gullah Geechee Chamber of Commerce, and we will have the information to get you into where you need to get more information. We put out this document. It is 14 pages long, but believe me, the Gullah Geechee corridor, our commissioners, and especially our chair, Dion Hoskins Brown, worked diligently to make this document a little bit user-friendly and a little bit more easier to read, adding some images in there and making the font size bigger, making it a little bit more attractive, although the message inside is very disturbing and alarming, but making it just a little bit easier for me to be able to digest. But even with that, our community members still need help going through these documents. So if you're an organization, an individual that would like to volunteer to be able to help community members walk through some of the guidelines, because we have some elders, we have some young people like me like you, Marilyn, that still may have some challenges understanding what is being stated within the document. So please reach out. And if you're willing to volunteer, we would love to have you meet with some of our community members. Of course, we are taking the lead of FEMA officials in doing this as well.
Yes, very good. So we are doing the work down here. Thank you for explaining this. Let me tell you this document. I love this document. And the reason I love this document, just from the first page, and let me scroll back to the first page, you have a glossary of FEMA terms. And I know both of us, we do a lot of work with federal government grants and et cetera, and acronyms and government.
Go right over my head. They go over my head.
It could be like,
and I have to bring out my syllabus and my dictionary rather, and look up some of the terms. And I think I'm pretty smart. However, there's some terms that I just did not understand. So it was necessary, even if it was just selfish for me. But no, we want to be helpful to our community members. So this is why that glossary is in there. FEMA provided this information for us, but we just put it in a more aesthetically pleasing, digestible way.
Yeah, and we've made copies of this. So if you contact the Gullah Geechee Chamber, we've made copies. We'll be happy. We've been distributing them around Georgetown. But if you call us and you need a copy, I'll be happy to drop one in the mail to folks. If you can't get to a copier, and I can understand that, just contact us. We'll be happy to help. If you're still having problems with Hurricane Ian, just reach out to us. I'm scrolling the phone number at the bottom, or you could go ahead and complete the application at disasterassistance.gov. If you have any issues with it, there's a phone number you can call, because I know I had someone call me Friday, and she did it online, but she had to do the phone call, and she did. And while she was on the phone, they helped her complete the application.
Absolutely.
Keep trying. Even if you run to it, just know that the commission, the chamber, we're back in the background working really hard to get the help that our community needs. Not only after Hurricane Ian, but moving forward. As you said, climate change, we saw it here in Georgetown, where it was a Cat 1, but the damage on the coast was more than people expected because of rising waters. It hit high tide. The groundwater tables are rising, and people don't realize it because you don't see groundwater. So, but it's getting closer to the surface, which means surface water, when it rains or a hurricane comes through, doesn't have a lot of room to get absorbed. It means that means increased flooding. So we've experienced that, and we want to get prepared. We want our community to be prepared as much as possible for this. Anything else we need to know regarding the document, Victoria?
No, but definitely it's on our website. So you can go to GullahGeecheeCorridor.org, O-R-G, on the homepage. And if you click on it, that document is right there. It is 14 pages. So if you wanted to print it out, you could do that, or just contact me or Marilyn, and we can mail one out to you. We'll be happy to do that.
Yeah, we'll be happy to do that also. And one of the things I've decided to do, Victoria, is to donate a laminated copy to our local library so that it's there all the time. Just so folks can say, go to the library and you can look at it, or hopefully they'll, we know our head librarians are good with community outreach and assistance. So hopefully they'll someplace where people can get to it when they need it.
Absolutely. I think I want to make sure that the Center for Heirs Property Preservation also has copies. So I'm going to make sure that we get those to them, because those are the people that are working directly with our heirs property communities.
That's right. That's right.
So thank you for that.
All right. So you wanted to talk to us about the Sunday gathering, and I was thinking, so tell me. It kind of ties together, but tell me what you want to talk about briefly.
So what I want to talk about is, we've been through a lot through our pandemics, and it isolated us in a major way. And then also another thing that puts us in isolation is just being so busy with our day-to-day lives that sometimes we forget to come together at the table on Sundays as a community, or as just your immediate family, getting back to Sunday dinners. Maybe it's after church, or maybe you practice another faith and don't go to a church or go to another house of worship. But in our Gullah communities, historically, traditionally, we come together. We come together for meals. And I was invited to come to Awanda to be with community members. And it was just a wonderful thing. Right now, I smell fried fish in the air. Right now, that you can't hear all the hustle and bustle around me, but fried fish is happening over here to the left. There's a conversation with some elders over here to the right, and people are still coming in. And when they're coming, they're bringing something with them. So you know, when you go to someone's house, they've invited you over. You don't come empty-handed.
That's right.
But not necessarily bringing a dish at the house that I'm at. But I just want us to think about us gathering with our members, with our family members, with our community members. And please, please, please don't forget people that have suffered with food scarcity. Don't forget people, our elders in the community that may not be able to do what they used to do. Check on them. Check on them.
Yes.
And take them a plate, sit with them, or invite them over, pick them up. One of the things I'm really happy that I did, I feel really proud, and I'm not trying to boast, but I feel proud. There was a gathering the other day on St. Helena Island, and a gentleman that is in his 90s, mid-90s, is no longer able to drive, and he misses being out in the community. I asked him if he would be my date, and I went and picked him up, brought him to the gathering, and he was so happy. Everyone was just so happy to see him in the number, in the gathering, and it made me feel good. Yeah. It really made me feel good. And if it has to be something selfish as that it is self-gratifying, then let it be. But let's bring some enjoyment and spread love in our communities.
That's right. That's right. I mean, we are, not only are you a role model as an individual, but our community, we're a role model in that extended family, not only by blood extended family, but the community of family.
Family.
And as you were talking, I just remember us getting together as family, but also bringing in those who weren't, the called cousins or just community members. If they were alone, you come join our family. You're right. We would make sure at the end of our meal, especially if we got old and start driving, our grandmother said, "Now take this plate."
That's right.
That was our job. We had to go visit and sit and just check on people and make sure they did. And
so Marilyn, I'm really so glad that you said that, because my father set such a great example. Elting Smalls from St. Helena Island, from the Tomford community. We would go out in the field and get our harvest. He would go out in the river and get this bounty from the ocean, from the rivers. And we would be at the table cleaning the fish, scaling the fish, gutting the fish, sorting out the shrimp, doing whatever. But then he would freeze it up, bag up the harvest from the field, and he would put us in the station wagon, and we would go and start delivering. And do you know, I never saw money exchanged. Never.
Oh no, that was an insult. You don't take money.
Right.
You don't take money.
So I'm really
You're right.
We have to carry on those traditions of caring and loving on our community members.
We do. We do. And I love that you brought this up, because this ties together everything that we talked about today with the national disaster preparedness. That's looking out for your neighbors, folk. And that's who we are. That's who we are. And then also the new headquarters opening, where we can celebrate community, celebrate our culture, celebrate who we are, and have a nice office and everything that you can speak to and everything. So I'm looking forward to next Saturday, October 29th. And of course, Victoria has already said, call us or email us if you need a copy. We'll be happy to drop one in the mail to you for the natural disaster FEMA program. And of course, just look out for your neighbors, look out for your community members. And if you can't bring them as your date, go to them. That's the best kind of date. When you were saying it, I was like, that's the best kind of date.
I'm gonna tell you, it really is. I felt just a great sense of love and appreciation from this gentleman when I picked. It was just beautiful, and every now and then he'll call and check on me. I'm supposed to be calling and checking on him, but he'll call and check on me. Just knowing the work that I'm doing, that we are doing in the community, we need checking on too.
That's right, Victoria. And you making me teary-eyed here just thinking about folks. Since my father died, my last parent lost dad 2 years ago, mom 15 years ago. But people, every once in a while, I'll get a phone call and I'm just checking on you, Marilyn. Just seeing how you doing. And it's just, you're right. That just really touches me, moves me. So you remind me of
I'm getting emotional too. I'm with you.
Yeah.
So before we start boohoo crying, let's maybe
go.
Okay.
Victoria, thank you for joining me for a few moments today. It's 25 minutes, so we're doing good. We're going to wrap it up here. I'm going to wrap it up with the announcement for the event on the 29th, and I look forward to seeing everyone there next Saturday. Victoria, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody that can make it to the celebration. Please come say hello to me. I want to take a selfie with you. So come on.
Y'all coming out. Thank you, Victoria. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Enjoy that fried fish.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
October 29th at the Arsenal in beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina. Join us to celebrate Gullah Geechee history, art, and culture with live performances, book talks, arts and craft activities, and Gullah cuisine. We welcome Anna. Gullah art, Gullah music, a Gullah good time. Register now at geecheecorridor.org. Get ready for a Gullah good time at the inaugural Gullah Geechee Heritage Corridor celebration, October 29th at the Arsenal in beautiful Beaufort, South Carolina. Join us to celebrate Gullah Geechee history, art, and culture with live performances, book talks, arts and craft activities, and Gullah cuisine. We welcome Anna. Gullah art, Gullah music, a Gullah good time. Register now at gullahgeecheecorridor.org.